Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to talk about some standard type in TypeScript. I'm going to walk you through all these types that you can see here: date, any, void, arrays, unknown, and never types. We're going to learn how to use them. Now here we're going to start with the date type. To create a date type, as you know, in JavaScript we assign it with the date constructor. Say const bef date, and then we're gonna assign it a date constructor. And in JavaScript, if you try to see the date, the bef date variable type, it is going to be an object. But in TypeScript infers it to be of a date type because we just assign it a date constructor. Then here we can pass the date here. This is how we create a date in TypeScript. Now let's see the any type. Let's create a variable do something. And then we assign it any type. Any type, it is a TypeScript type that can be assigned every JavaScript primitive type. Let's say do something here. We can assign it an object. We can assign it a number. We can assign it a boolean. Every JavaScript primitive type can be assigned to a variable type with the any type. Now we have the void type here. The void type, it is used on a function to specify that a function will not return anything. Function say hello, and then here now type it as void. Then our function will not return anything. If we try to return anything, let's say return hello, and then we are going to get here an error because our function it is typed with void, a function which cannot return anything, say hello. Now let's move to arrays. You know that an array it is a collection of items, and items can be string numbers. Now to create an array of string in TypeScript, we use the following syntax: the name of the array, then let's say arrays names, and then colon string square brackets, and then we can assign it some string here, some name here, name Chris John. This is how we create an array of string in TypeScript. To create an array of numbers, we're gonna copy the same array, let's say array numbers, and then here we're gonna change string to number, and then here we are getting here an error because we don't pass numbers to this array. But also in TypeScript we have an array that we call a tuple. It is an array of fixed size. Let's say const actor actions, and then here we're gonna say our array it is going to be contain only two items. Say string, an array of fixed items here, and then we can say up, down, and then if we want, we can add another type, another item. We're gonna say the next item it is going to be a boolean. Here you can say true. This is a tuple. It is an array of fixed size. Now here we have an unknown type. An unknown type, it is a type-safe type that is offered by TypeScript here. Let's say we have here a function converts string, and then we're gonna pass in a val, and then we're gonna say here let's any, then we're gonna return val to lowercase. And then if we call the convert to string method, and then we pass it an object. If we transpile down our understand dash that type.ts file to JavaScript, at the runtime we are going to get an error, a file error, really an error. We're going to get here an error because here we're just passing here an object. And to make this type safe, we are going to use here unknown, because here we don't know the value. And as it is unknown here, we are going to TypeScript, it is going to throw here an error because we can't use to lowercase method and we don't know the exact type that is going to be passed to convert to string methods. That's why we are getting here an error. And to remove this error, we are going to use type guards that we are going to talk more about later throughout this course. Here, if we use type guards here, type guards here. Type guards allows to check the value, the type of a given value. You can say if type of val equals string, and then here we are going to return the string to lowercase because we are going to check here. Now, these codes here won't throw an error, but if we put the last one, if we comment this, let's see first what we get in console and do things like this. Let's put back any. Now let's try to compile the understand -type.ts and see if we are going to get an error. Let's open the command prompt. And then here we move to the root of our directory and then tap tsc to transpile the file. And then we move to the build folder and then we're gonna type node understand. You can see that we are getting an error. Here, type error val to lowercase is not a function because here we are trying to invoke to lowercase methods and we are passing here an object. That's why we are getting an error. Unknown, it is a type safe, while any it is not. If we tap, we pass here an error. We are going to get an error at the compile time. When we are going to transpile, we are going to get an error. Let's try to compile this file, tsc. You can see here, we are getting an error at the transpile phase here because a typing error here, unknown, is type unknown. We are getting here a typing error. That's why we are getting an error in the compile phase. Now to get rid of this error, we're gonna use type guards here. You can see here, first we pass here unknown, we don't know the type. And then within the function, we are checking if the val it is type of a string, and then we are going to run this method. Here, let's first try to compile tsc. Let's cd into the build folder and then run understand. We don't get any error, we are getting undefined here. But if we pass here string, let's say hello, and try to transpile again, here, and then we're gonna cd into the build folder, then node understand type. We're getting here hello in lowercase. And now you can see that unknown type is type safe than any type. This is how to use it. I'm just explaining everything you need to know. Now let's move to the never type. The never type, it is a type that is used on a function to specify that a function will never return a value. And you can see here, we are writing here, we have here a function throw error, and then let's call this throw error method message here. And here, if you turn it over, you can see ts infers it to the never type. You can remove even that, and you can see ts infers it to a void, a function which is not going to return anything. And we can use even never to specify that a function will not return any value. And that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, and I see you in the next one.